Now, taxi drivers are being urged to get vaccinated, and the Western Cape Health MEC Noma French Mbombo is driving that message home in Cape Town ranks. Our reporter, my colleague Monique Mortlock, is there this hour with the latest for us. Good afternoon, Monique, and thank you very much for joining us here on the Midday View. What is the message that the provincial health authorities there in the Western Cape are driving around getting COVID-19 vaccinations in the taxi industry?
Their aim is to vaccinate as many taxi drivers, as many commuters, and even the vendors as possible. And for this reason, they are setting up these pop-up vaccine sites at the different taxi ranks, starting here at the Cape Town taxi rank. Behind me, there's not much going on because health officials have just wrapped up because they were told peak hour is going to be starting soon. We can even see it from where we are. You can hear taxis are moving into the taxi rank. And because this is one of the biggest and busiest public transport interchanges in Cape Town, officials thought this is the perfect spot to bring the vaccine services to the taxi drivers and to commuters who make their way across the rank, because many of the taxi drivers have complained that due to their busy work schedule, they are unable to take time off to go to a clinic or a vaccine site, and it's for this reason that this pop-up site was set up. A little earlier we spoke to Health MEC Noma French Mbombo about the importance of bringing the sites, the vaccine sites, to the doorstep of the taxi drivers, and this is what she had to say.
We have to bring the vaccines to the people because people won't come to the vaccination sites. And also you have to make them accordingly. For example, here at the taxi rank, Cape Town station, we get commuters to and fro. Others are being dropped off, others are getting inside the taxi. They don't have actually time. And also some of them will be waiting. So whilst you can wait, you can just walk there. It doesn't take more than 20 minutes actually to get vaccinated and then come back to the taxi. Just like as we did with the jabs before Joel, we're bringing them to the clubs. We're going to jabs before Holy Joel, we're bringing them to the church sites. So it is similar with the taxi industry.
Okay, you said the afternoon rush hour is coming up, but I mean, earlier we've seen these pop-up sites that have been happening there. Monique, how did they go? I mean, what have you observed?
It was actually busier than what officials expected it to be. Officials prepped for about 250 doses, but this was quite an ambitious target that they had set for themselves. They still thought maybe we'll get 100, maybe just under 100 if we are tackling vaccine hesitancy and also trying to encourage taxi drivers to take time out of their busy schedules to come and stand in the line and to get that jab. But surprisingly, about 112 people were vaccinated, 108 Johnson & Johnson doses were administered, and about 4 Pfizer second doses were administered. So officials really tried to cater to everyone, those who didn't want to come for the jab. Again, we spoke to a gentleman a little earlier who was so scared of that needle going into his arm, and he was so surprised that it was over quickly. Although he said he's not going to lie, it was painful, and he's happy he doesn't have to come back. But he's even more happy that he's now got some type of protection when it comes to COVID-19. And he was just a commuter making his way across the taxi rank when he saw what was happening here, deciding, I'm going to take my chance. Another gentleman who we spoke to, he had just come to the taxi rank. He had just finished night shift. He stays in Gugulethu and works in Parklands, and he was saying due to his awkward hours, his awkward working hours, it's always been difficult for him to go to a clinic or a vaccine site during the day when he's supposed to be sleeping in preparation for his night shift. So when he saw a pop-up vaccine site here, he thought, now's my chance, let me get vaccinated before I head home to take that much needed sleep before night shift starts again tonight. So it was quite a mix of people arriving at the vaccine pop-up site, which is what officials wanted. Even though they wanted to target the men, the male taxi drivers, they also got a mix of commuters, vendors, and even security guards who work here at the rank.
Yeah, Monique, before I let you go, thank you very much for that update. I just want to say two things very quickly to you. I saw you there trying to put that guy under pressure. I mean, I don't know what is it with men and needles, because research is showing that we guys are scared of the needles. But well done, you managed to hold his hand, and he got his jab. Thank you very much. Have you had your jab, Monique? Have you had your jab?
Yes, I have. I got my Johnson & Johnson, so I'm sorted. But
Yeah.
if ever there comes a time for me needing to go for a booster shot, I'm there. I'm keen.
Okay. I've also got my 2 Pfizer doses as well. I think we need to share these stories to encourage more people to say, please go out there, protect yourselves and your loved ones. Thank you very much. Monique Mortlock at the Cape Town taxi rank, one of, if not the, that's the biggest taxi rank in the mother city. You're watching the